This episode is brought to you by our wonderful, wonderful patrons.
Thank you so much to Iz, Amy, Eliza, Scar, Jordan, Gina, Midge, Phoebe, Roxy, Theo, Bunny, Nicolaj, Jess, Valerie, Sasha, Aolani, and Artemis.
We love you so, so much. Thank you. Greetings, guys, gals, and non-binary pals, and welcome back to the SavvyCat podcast. I'm Savvy.
I'm Cat.
And together we are SavvyCat because we were creative 12-year-olds who had to make a movie trailer for school, which included making a movie company name.
Every time we just expand a little bit more until we'll give the whole backstory.
One time we're gonna I don't know how this intro started, but it did. And yeah, literally every episode is gonna be a little bit more detail until one day we're gonna have just an hour of me explaining our entire, I will read the script from our movie trailer and find the old videos, which I have in my phone.
That's terrifying.
I don't have the actual trailer though. I just have the pieces that we used to make it, and I'm really sad that I don't have the trailer.
Is it on, do you think it'd be on
I've checked.
Do we have it?
I've checked Google Drive because I logged into my old fucking intermediate school Google Drive, and I have some assignments that we did, but not the trailer, unfortunately.
Damn. Oh well, we have the clips. That's all that matters.
The best is you in a time machine.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
Anyways, that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about something.
We are talking about some stuff. We were just talking about this, so I'm excited and want to share our news. The next time you see us, we are probably gonna be together.
Yes.
And not only are we gonna be together, but we're gonna be together for the inevitable future.
Yes. Which is so exciting.
Because we're adults.
We're adults
We're
now.
adults. So Kat is flying into London this weekend. Yes. And then we are actually going to be moving to Manchester because London is very expensive. And so we are looking for places to live and things in about a week.
Yeah.
Where we will be for however long. And that is exciting and terrifying. So if we are at all seeming stressed or whatever, that is why.
Yeah, content will be up as usual, and we'll have everything planned and stuff like that. Just know that we will be running around, so if backgrounds change or formats change, that is why.
And if you want to help support us being adults, you can join our Patreon and you get a bunch of bonus content, and your name goes at the start of every video. We've changed it. It's now at the start. So
exactly.
We'll love you forever and ever. You get a ton and you get these a week early, which is brilliant. So, Also, I just want to say as well, I am wearing a full face of makeup, which seems really off-brand, and it feels really weird doing a podcast with a full face of makeup. But I filmed a couple videos this morning, so
it's valid. It's understandable.
I feel it feels like this isn't my podcast face.
Yeah, no.
It feels really weird. Okay, anyway, those were the little announcements there for you.
Yes. She was filming videos this morning, and she was doing TikTok videos.
Misogynist TikTok. Ooh, misogynist TikTok.
Genius title.
Haha.
Wordplay off the charts.
I'm so funny.
Yeah, she was looking at TikToks when we were going through TikToks that she could react to and watch, and we found a special type of genre of TikToks that made us both very, very laugh very, very hard. First of all, they're some of the funniest things I've ever seen, but also the most harmful, stupid things.
People are so dumb. It's that thing of I don't know if I want to laugh or cry.
Yeah. Yeah, I am laughing because the alternative is having a panic attack, so I shall laugh.
It would be really funny if they weren't real. Like, if they couldn't vote, then it would be funny. And if they didn't interact with any human ever, that'd be pretty funny.
This is, of course, Trump TikTok.
I can't think of a wordplay for that, and I'm really upset about it.
Trump talk. I don't know.
Trump talk sounds stupid. Trump talk. Conservative TikTok. There we go. Conservative TikTok. Sorted.
My favorite thing about them is the fucking, like, it's the merch. That's what always gets me. It's the merch. It's the big-ass American flag. It's the incapable of owning any other color other than red, white, and blue.
Literally. My favorite thing though is in one of the ones we watched this morning, he's talking about how everything has to be red because the Republican color is red. But then he has Trump flags that are blue, and I just think it's so funny. He's like, the country is red, America is red, 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 but then his Trump flags are the Democrat colors. And it's
a mess.
So funny. So funny.
My favorite one is the dude with the fucking closet.
That's the one I'm talking about. His flags are blue, and he said that America is red, all red, everything red. It's so funny.
I just, like, it's the fact, the thing that gets me is, like, they have all this merch, right? Like, it's not just, like, I don't know. I think the most I could go for, like, political merch, the most I could stretch myself is cards that you can hand out to people. That's the most I can stretch myself out
Maybe
to.
a badge, like a button?
Yeah, a button or, like, maybe a sticker. Stickers are fine. Stickers are
I could do, like, a gag thing. Like, if it's funny, maybe, on a mug.
Yeah.
But also, I'd only get it for I would get a dumb Trump quote on a mug.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess I would get, like, opposition just to laugh at them, but like only if I wasn't giving them money.
But that's the thing, like, that's not from them directly. That's not political merch. That's more comedy kind of things. These people are actively buying from Trump and his website and his store. And the thing that gets me is that they will spend money literally on a baby outfit that says, "I cry more than Democrats."
Bro, it is so good. I love it.
Won't
so much.
They get upset at taxes. Like, they'll spend money, hundreds and hundreds of dollars on flags, but then as soon as you suggest that they put their money into building roads, they're like,
you know, it costs $15 for a pack of Trump single-use straws.
Single-use straws?
Single-use plastic straws, $15 for a pack of, like, 10. You can get red Solo cups. Trump red Solo cups.
Oh my god.
I did a whole video on Trump merch, by the way. Should be out now if you want to watch that. But I didn't actually go through fucking the red Solo cups and straws because I forgot. But I think that is so funny. He's just out here trying to reach for the fucking frat boys.
My favorite thing, and this was pre-president, his pre-president. Unfortunately, there was an era where he was still being a dick. Pre-president. All his failed products is so funny to me. Like, he used to sell steaks. Like, cow steaks. But I'm pretty sure they drove him to bankruptcy. Because he sold them at a furniture store.
What? What? I don't understand.
Or I'm pretty sure there was a Trump, like, board game.
I want his coloring book. Because he sells coloring books.
Me too, honestly.
And a puzzle, I want them.
Yeah. Yeah, he used to sell a board game.
Brilliant.
and it did really, really, really poorly. Like, it was expected, the lowest expected amount of sales was 2 million. He sold 800,000. Like, it did really badly. It's discontinued now, so you can't buy anymore. But it's fucking
so funny. It's like
it's
like I watched a sort of documentary style type thing about the one of the like tabloids. Was it the Daily Mail? Maybe? No, I don't think so. Maybe. Anyway, about sort of the start to now of that, and how Trump has just always been an egomaniac. Like, you know, people would just not want paparazzis around, you know? Like, these people would get calls from insiders being like, I have gossip on this person, this information, like, pay me money and I will tell you about the secret from this person. Trump used to call them and pretend to be someone else. He's like, oh, I'm Trump's chef. I heard this. And he just wanted to be on the front cover always, to the point where he, like, hired a journalist for, I think it was the Daily Mail, but I am probably wrong. He hired a journalist from them to be by his side 24/7 to do inside scoops on him. This person who is meant to be, like, exposing him was invited to his wedding. Like, Donald Trump paid to have a journalist to do, like, inside scoop from, like, someone close to the source. It was just a fucking journalist that he hired. This was in the fucking 90s.
That's fucking funny. That's hilarious to me. That's
It was so funny. It's very interesting. This was a really good sort of documentary thing. It was so funny. But he also like, this is where it gets a bit dodgy though, is that because he had that influence in that he also wrote articles about himself because he was an editor.
I did know that.
He wrote articles about himself for this, and including going into the election, he wrote articles about Hillary and posted them in a fucking newspaper.
Yeah, I did know that.
This paper is known to have had presidential, like, influence over the campaign before. They swayed and got I can't remember which president it was, but a fucking Republican person won when they thought a Democrat would because of this paper in the past. So
it's like, and that's what we saw a TikTok today, which was like, before the election everybody loves Donald Trump. No one did.
Donald Trump has been the butt of the joke for decades.
Yeah, that's why we all fucked up during the election, because we all thought he was too stupid to win, and then he did win, and we were all like, fucking hello? Because for years he's been just fucking Simpsons, or, you know, just comedy. He's been a South Park joke his entire life. No one ever took him seriously, and that was the biggest fuck up we've ever done, ever.
Why would you take him seriously? Have you seen him?
I know.
God, I mean, they made jokes about him on Hannah Montana, on Gilmore Girls, the fucking Simpsons, everything. He was
a fucking joke in fucking Home Alone 2. Like, nobody liked him. He was just a rich white man who
paid people to share his secrets.
His only thing that I used to know him from was in a television show that fired people.
That's all everyone knew him from. Yeah,
how could you like that person? How could you like that person?
It's fucking she started this TikTok with, before the presidential campaign, everyone loved Trump. Can you name 5 people who loved Trump that aren't
already Trump supporters?
Yeah.
That aren't terrible people.
Yeah. Oh, the fucking... I made a TikTok response to this one, but this girl replied to a video, so, like, she duetted. Someone had, like, if you have an American flag outside your house, I'm going to assume you're racist. And I'm like, yeah, valid. And she replied with, if you... Oh, fuck, what was it? If you...
Don't have a...
Oh, if you don't have an American flag outside your house, then I'm going to assume you have preferred pronouns. And I'm like... Do you know what a pronoun is?
Yeah, they really got, you know, very angry at it.
Yeah, he was real upset. It's one of those things where it's like these people say, you make these snowflakes make such a big deal out of gender, but if you call a Karen he, him, she will lose her absolute shit.
You call their dog another pronoun, you are like, I feel like I was about to say something really bad. I was gonna say if you called their dog another pronoun, they'd probably call the cops on you.
They threaten to all the fucking time, man.
Yeah. Because they have no consequences. They have no sense of consequences. They've never, ever had a consequence in their entire life. Ever.
It's... Other than maybe, like, go to bed without dessert as a child.
No, even then. I say their biggest consequence is, like, I don't know, getting fucking punched by a kid because they called them the N-word.
It's just so ridiculous. Oh my god. There's so many of them. My favorite is when fucking Trump supporters call out people who are voting for Biden. No, the thing is that they're always like, you hate Trump so much, but like, look at all these things that Biden does. It's like, yeah, we don't like Biden. We don't. The whole thing is everyone's been saying, settle for Biden. I know you don't want to vote for Biden because he's the worst, but vote for him anyway so we don't have Trump. Where is the idea that everyone, like, because it's towards Gen Z. They're like, yeah, all these Gen Z people love Biden. No, we fucking don't. We just hate Trump more.
Yeah. It's because they don't actually... I think the biggest fault that we do is we try, and as frustrated as we get, we still try and look at both sides. And by that I mean we don't empathize with the other side, but we still know what the fuck is going on over there. Yeah. Because they shove it in our faces every day. Like, you can't say an opinion without them going, you're wrong, we hate Planned Parenthood, and we hate this, and we hate this. It's like, we know very well what your stance is. We know it. They don't give a shit about us. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to...
All of it's just assumptions. It's all just like, you want to murder babies. Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. They do not care about argumentation. They do not care about the actual situation. It's just, Trump said that this was a thing, so he is right. He is our overlord. I love him.
Keep America great. Stan. All that's fucking changed is now you have a fascist in power. Is that what we're keeping? We're keeping fascism. That is what made the country great. Okay.
I think the whole statement, make America great again.
Well, it was Ronald Reagan's statement back in the fucking 70s too.
I know.
It's not even original. He didn't even fucking create it.
And it's not like Reagan is a fucking pinnacle of...
That's, again, it's like you see all these Trump supporters being like, Joe Biden's a pedophile. I'm like... They also, I guess it's this really funny thing, because I've seen, again, a lot of them saying, well, like, did you see, like, Bill Clinton was in Epstein's book. Hillary was involved in that, and then ignoring the fact Trump was. But even regardless of that, they sort of pick apart all these past Democrat leaders, and it's like, we aren't saying we liked them. We're not saying they didn't have faults. Like with people like, you didn't fault Barack Obama. We were children, firstly.
We were literally children.
We were children. And secondly... in hindsight, we can look at the things that he did wrong. No one is denying that he did bad things. And people looking at like Biden currently running, no one is denying that he is not the best person. We do not like him. We just dislike Trump more. They need to get their heads out of their fucking asses, man.
I know. It's like Biden is... I don't like Biden. Biden is a fucking mess. Though the other option is Trump. And it's like the difference between, and I've seen this and it's not exactly completely applicable to this situation, but it's the best thing I can come up with. It's like we have two options. We either vote for an alleged pedophile or a confirmed pedophile.
Yeah.
It's a shit situation all around. Yet we can't keep staying in the same place because look where the fuck it got us. Look where it got us.
They don't see the problem. They keep doing that thing of they're like, unemployment rates are the best they have been, diversity is better. I'm like, because Obama started it and Trump is taking credit for it. Do they not understand that it takes like 4 years for things to like actually start happening, like having an effect after they're passed?
Yeah.
So like a bunch of the shit that Trump's done that's like negative, you won't see for a bit.
Well, we are seeing right now, this year, all of this year, this is the culmination of his 4 years in office.
Yeah.
You want to give him another 8 years?
The fact he says he's entitled to a third term. And then these people are out here saying they're like, the libs want to break our constitution. They want to take our guns away. They're breaking the constitutional rights. I'm like, what?
It's the fact for me that he's broken federal law, like publicly. He's gone to a rally in a state, I can't remember which, and said, hey, vote twice. Once online and once on mail. Do it. Vote twice. That's a federal crime. You just asked your followers to commit a federal crime.
And then if the Democrats win, he's going to claim that it's fraud.
Mm-hmm.
And did you also know, he has that like case against him about the 13-year-old girl. Mm-hmm. That got passed over to the state, which means it's now in the hands of like Republican people. And he was meant to have like physical evidence handed into the court by like last week, I think. But since it got handed over, they can say no, he gets an extension. He doesn't have to give you until after the election. So that happened last week.
I feel like I reached the point of my anger. I always get to this point where I'm like so full of adrenaline, full of anger, and then I just reach this point where I'm like, I am so drained.
Yeah.
I am drained.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I don't...
Well, people say to me with my TikToks and things as well, they're like, why do you care if you don't live in America? And I'm like, because I care about people, firstly. And also, they're like, focus on politics in the country where you are. I'm like, I can't vote in the UK either. So
it's literally, it's like, I mean, I can see how people are like, why are you telling people to vote for a certain thing if you don't live in America, blah, 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 vote in your own country. We are voting where we're from.
Yeah. We get to vote in 10 days. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to vote. I've been counting down to be able to vote since I was 4 years old.
Yeah.
Literally, I've been like 5 more elections just since I was like as long as I can remember.
Yeah. And secondly, like, yeah, it's that whole thing of like, I know, first of all, it doesn't directly affect me in terms of my everyday life. But I know it affects the everyday life of billions of people. because I'm not just counting US anymore. Canada, Mexico, and South America are also affected by this, and any country they've invaded in the Middle East. Their lives are also impacted on this one. Secondly, in saying that, it does affect my daily life, or at least my eventual daily life, because if countries continuously see that Trump can be successful and Trump can get away with the things that he does, it encourages that this is the normal thing. This is what the world is like. It encourages, it isn't a coincidence that once Trump got elected, a bunch of other fascist leaders came into power. It's not a coincidence, because that was a signal to a lot of countries that you can start saying this shit. You've always been allowed to say that, but you can get power out of saying that stuff. And that's where the harm comes in. It's like, it's not, I know you like to believe that the US is the only country in the world, but it's not. It's not.
It's a global superpower.
Yeah. And even though it's not, the term America's not the only country in the world can be taken in two ways. It could be either taken in, it's not the only country in the world, you have other things to care about, or the more realistic version, it's not the only country in the world, which means every country has a relationship with it. Yeah. Because that's how the world works. Because there is only one planet.
And it is a super influential country, and it holds, it's the third most populated country in the world too. Mm-hmm. The US is bigger than Europe. Mm-hmm. Like, not in terms of population, but in terms of, like, size. It's fucking massive. Yeah. It's massive. 350,000, God fucking damn it. 350 million people live there.
I know. And
that's what, like, England, that's England times a lot. I can't bother doing maths, but it's a lot.
It's over 100 times what New Zealand is. No?
No. Because New Zealand's grown. It's 100 times what New Zealand was when we were born.
Yeah.
New Zealand's grown so much. New Zealand has grown 25%. Like, it was 3 million when we were born. It's coming up 5 million now.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Fucking mental. Absolutely ridiculous.
I have no concept of how much people live in New Zealand anymore. Not just because I haven't lived there, but because, like, we're so spread out. I don't...
It's like 76% of New Zealand is inhabited by sheep, not people.
Yeah.
That fucking map from George's video.
There was a map of sizes in comparison of how many sheep there are, and we're fucking thick.
Just like thick. So thick. Boys. There's a lot. Also, and sheep have, like, there are half as many sheep now as there were 20 years ago as well. Mm.
Yeah. Also, I'm really sorry. The sun just came down, and there is a light beam directly in front of my face. I don't know what to do about that. I'm really sorry.
Oh, God. And we've still got 4 years left of Boris here. Fucking Brexit, too. God, fucking... My whole life, I was so excited to get a UK passport so that I could, like, move around Europe easily and possibly live in other places in Europe. And then literally the month that I move, the month that I moved to the UK, Brexit goes into, like, it was voted before I moved, obviously, but, like, it actually, like, happened and was completely finalized the month I got here. Mm-hmm. Boris was elected, Brexit went into play, and then COVID happened, all within the first, like, 3 months of me arriving.
Yeah.
Just not treated me kindly, really.
Well, it will work out soon. It has to. Otherwise, I'm going to start beating shit up.
Well, I mean, good things have come out of it. Personally, obviously, a lot of bad things have happened. I'm not like, obviously a lot of bad things have happened for a lot of people. It's worked out very well for me personally, and I'm very, very lucky because it has worked out very badly for a lot of other people.
Yeah.
But personally, being stuck inside has helped me a lot.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things of like, I saw this TikTok the other day of like, I think it was a video of people ballet dancing to WAP, which is magnifique. But it was like they were wearing masks too, and someone was like, imagine explaining this video to 2019 you.
Literally. Yeah.
Even if I went back and told January us, because we were traveling in January, imagine telling January us what was happening right now. Like everything that's who we are as people right now.
Yeah.
I am so far from that person.
Bro, so much has changed. It's ridiculous. We are not the same people anymore.
I would almost say that I am a completely opposite person. Like, in terms of what's happening in my life, I do not have the same situation at all to what January me had.
It's real weird.
My birthday?
Your birthday feels like a lifetime ago, man.
I know. That was March. The first March.
It still feels like March?
Yeah, I feel like this year has gone January, February, March, August, September.
You know, I feel like May is the one. There was like 3 Mays. It kind of went January, February, March, May, August, September. July, August, September, maybe. No, July didn't happen.
You forgot April.
Yeah, April didn't happen. It went March to May.
Okay. Valid.
Which is strange because April's when I dyed my hair.
Oh,
fucking
shit, yeah.
Pride Month happened.
Oh, fucking.
That's when I
completely forgot about Pride Month.
It's funny because I made Pride videos like 3 times a week, and then it just somehow July didn't happen. July definitely July didn't exist. Definitely not. That wasn't a thing.
No.
June, September. August happened. No, I just don't think it's September right now. It's still August.
Yeah, exactly.
I think it went, January, February, March.
April.
No, there was no April. March. June.
May.
March.
January, February, March, June.
No, June was Pride Month though. That went real fast. I don't think there were 2 Junes.
We're saying this is like should be correct.
I think the problem here, Kat, is that we're trying to make it the same length of time, but that's not accurate to how it feels.
No.
So I think it more went January, February, March, June. Did May happen? Maybe. I remember May 4th like it was fucking yesterday. Because I remember we were on a Skype call. Skype? Yeah, who the fuck uses Skype? We were on Discord. And I'd like just gotten up to leave the room and I turned around and was like, May the 4th be with you! And then I walked out of the room. And I remembered that by June, I was like, I'm pretty sure that was last week.
Yeah. Yeah, Pride Month, that was such a big moment of this year. Like, we did so much during Pride Month.
Holy shit.
I cannot remember a single thing.
Nope.
Or doing it.
Easter? Fucking Easter happened. I remember I went to Sainsbury's and I got a bunch of see, this is what I mean. April just didn't exist. Yeah. And my phone deleted every single photo from April. So literally didn't happen.
Yeah.
It literally did not happen. My phone said no. So It didn't happen.
So much has happened. So much has happened.
It has both been 10 years and 5 seconds. This is the longest fast year of my life. The fastest whatever. I don't know. You know what I mean.
I feel like, it's so weird because I remember vividly the first time I ever heard about COVID or Corona.
Yeah.
Like, I remember vividly seeing, there was a meme on Twitter where people were like, people are getting sick, lol, and it was like 2 people, and we were like, oh, imagine if it comes here, oh my god. And I remember going into my mom's school, and it's like, hey, have you heard about Corona? And she's like, yeah, don't worry about it, it's just like, it'll go away in a week.
That's what everyone thought, man. You know what's crazy to me? The World War III meme was this year.
Do you know what I can't wrap my head around? Cats.
That was this year.
This year.
That feels like 10 lifetimes ago. Honestly, it feels like at least 3 years ago. At least 3 years ago.
Parasite? This year.
Yeah, because that was here when I watched that. I went with Dave.
Yeah. Parasite won an Oscar this year.
Manic? That was this year. Disney Plus came out this year. We watched Hamilton for the first time like a month ago.
I've seen it so many times.
It kind of feels like I've never not seen it. Like I've known it my whole life.
I know.
Also, sorry if you're hearing squeaking. I'm playing with my earrings.
Good for you.
Yeah, this is for your dogs. Okay, I hope that your dogs enjoyed.
Stunning.
We just spent 15 minutes describing how time is broken.
Good. This is the content that they came for. Have we ever stayed on topic on a video?
No, never. We can't. We are incapable of it. We could sit here for about 6 hours. Literally, after we finish the podcast, we continue talking for like 6 hours.
Yeah.
That you just come in for a part of our conversation.
Yeah.
So.
I think we literally started this podcast off as like, we were talking about this earlier.
Yeah. Yeah, we did.
I'm looking. I have the Trump the game pulled up on my screen.
Brilliant.
And it says it was made in 1989, and I'm physically like insulted.
That's
like the only thing that year is allowed to be associated with is Taylor Swift's birth. That's it. That's
it. That. I agree completely.
1989 was Taylor's. That's it.
That's all that happened that year. Nothing else. Taylor was born and the world started.
Yeah.
You use like BC and AD. No, we do BT and AT. The world started in 1989. This year is actually the year 31. That's on the calendar today. It's I don't know the date today, so I can't even tell you the calendar today. I'm gonna make up a number. It's like the 20th.
22nd, I think.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's the 22nd.
Wait, you're telling me that we're over 3 weeks into September? You were here a month ago.
Yeah.
That. Oh my god. I feel like I've had my gain turned up too loud on this, and it's been like blowing people's eardrums. I'm really sorry. But like, hear me out. Listen. It feels like you left so long ago. Like I had strep throat. We've decided to move and looked at a ton of things. I've had strep throat and recovered from strep throat. Strep throat feels like a long time ago.
You gained 10k subscribers.
Over.
Yeah.
I've gained 10k subscribers in the past week. bro, I fucking can't with that. But like, it feels like you were here so long ago, but also September feels like it started yesterday.
Yeah, absolutely.
The time is broken. Also, yeah, how the fuck did I get 10k subscribers this week?
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost on 18,000 subscribers now. That's terrifying. That's a lot of people.
I don't like that. I like it. It's awesome for you, and I think you deserve every bit, but it's also fucking terrifying.
Yeah, it doesn't count on TikTok. TikTok, I got used to that already, so that doesn't count. I'm not used to this one.
Yeah. I think, like, also, like, I think that's, I don't know, it's really, like, I've been having, like, this, like, almost existential crisis recently about how many people there are on the planet and how, like, how people's lives work and how people are. Because we are both, like, our bubble of people that we know about is so big, bigger than it's ever been in the history of ever. But also, I feel like I only know 10. And then every time I see a new video, I'm like, there can't be people like that in the world. I'm like, oh shit.
Because we surround ourselves by people who agree with what we agree with.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, that other thing that gets me is that you always see people like, you know, I'll make my videos making fun of straight people and I get comments like 1% of straight people are like this. 99% of straight people accept queer people. And I'm like,
that's just blatantly not true.
No, there are still like 72 countries where gay marriage is illegal. There are still places where being gay is punishable by death. Donald Trump became president, as we've talked about.
Yeah. Majority
of people are homophobic.
Yeah.
It's just the way that it is. I'm sorry. I don't like it either. You
have more chance of getting kicked out of your home for being gay than you do being accepted. Like a highly more chance.
It's fucking, it frustrates me so much. Like most men aren't like this. Most men are like that. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Fucking.
That's the thing that always gets me. It's like, we're like, oh, kill all men. And then they're like, not all men. It's like, fucking shut up, but also fine. We don't like most men. And they're like, not most men.
Yeah, most men.
And then we're like, shit, okay. You're still attacking me. Fuck, okay. Some men. You know, I'm not like this. Should we just... We can't talk about shit, man. We can't talk about shit.
That's such a big fucking double standard. Oh my god.
But, you know,
it makes me so mad.
It's like, we can't say anything about men at all without people going, but not me though. Ooh. Except me, girl. Even though I sexualize you and only like you for your body.
Ooh.
And then they go on and go, I'm never having a daughter. You want to be next to a woman? Fucking simp. Fucking all women are fucking whores. Gross. Go away. It's like... It's that whole, like, we are not even punching up anymore because we don't punch up. We're, like, looking up and go, hey, maybe don't do that, please. And they're fucking pointing a fucking rocket launcher down and going, fucking die, bitch.
That's pretty accurate, really.
And somehow we're the ones that started this.
That was fun. We're gonna have to go because my phone is about to die. I'm in my camera. I don't record on my phone. You record on your phone.
I do, yes, I do.
I do record on my phone, by the way. I am on my phone. Yeah, I just got a notification. It's like, your phone's on 5%.
Oh shit, yeah. We should probably go then.
Sorry about that.
No problem. It's 45 minutes anyway, so.
Thank you for coming along. We hope that you've enjoyed this chaos. We hope that you've gotten mad and also confused.
If
At
you
the
experience
appropriate times.
time, tell us how.
Yeah, let us know how you experience time. What months have you lived this year?
Yeah.
We'd love to know.
We've been talking about a lot of like political stuff this video, and we usually always talk about political stuff. It always ends up there. But we also have a page full of like donations and petitions and important videos. Like you can stream and then they donate, so it's like free. But you're also supporting like really important situations around the world, like Black Lives Matter and Poland and Lebanon, and it's just there is a lot of pain in this world. And even if you don't have any money, a couple clicks on a petition or just telling people about situations is really, really, really needed right now. So
yeah,
we encourage you to do that.
That is linked below.
Yeah, yes, it's linked down below.
Okay, well, thank you all for coming along. We will see you next week or earlier if you are a patron.
Exactly.
So maybe consider. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Bye.
We love you. Bye. Mwah.